Hey everybody. So as you know by now, my movies are getting more and more popular, and I have hundreds of subscribers daily. And I guess people like my movies. They like what I do. But I get emails every single day that say, Chris, your movies are always so funny. Why don't you talk about things that matter? Talk about politics, things involving the world. So I've decided to give it a shot. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on in the world. So yeah, here goes. I asked you all to send me a list of things you wanted me to talk about, and hold on, where is that list? I can't find it. Alright, I got it. Okay, first off, the war, of course. Everybody talks about the war. Okay, well, what I have to say is war. I mean, it's spelled W-R-A. It might as well be spelled B-A-D. It's not a good thing. War, it makes people hurt. It hurts people. Think about the countries involved. Iraq, Iran, Iraqistan. Okay, President Bush, right? He's the president of the United States. He is. If we don't find a way to stop the war and create peace, people are just going to keep dying. And whales are going to keep dying, and trees, and innocent life forms, and celebrities. Think about how many celebrities are dying every day because of this war. It's bad enough that they have eating disorders, but thanks to you, President Bush, thousands and thousands of celebrities are dying every day, just falling off the streets of Hollywood. I've seen it myself. It's horrible. It's no coincidence that George Bush rhymes with George Death Bush. If it wasn't for global warming, none of this would have happened, because everyone knows that when you get hot, you get angry, and then there's so much war. So if it wasn't for all the war, there wouldn't be global warming. It's as simple as that. If only the senators could see that, then there wouldn't be a problem. There's people hungry all over the world. And I personally believe that U.S. Americans should help and fight for ends such as... Alright, next on the list. Terrorism. If it wasn't for all the terrorists, there wouldn't be so much terrorism. So why don't we just get rid of the terrorists, and that will just solve the problem? Sometimes it makes me insane, because if people would just think about how simple it is to solve these problems, they just wouldn't be a problem. That's why I make these movies, to make people realize, to make the government realize. The government, it's the government of the United States. Okay, next on the list, abortion. Let me put it to you this way. This is abortion. It's sad, okay? This is not abortion. What do you like better? This or this? You decide. Okay, seriously though. Pollution. It's terrible. And not only does it involve, wasting fossil fuels and not recycling, and we shouldn't have plastic at all. You know how many plastic bottles people throw away every day? Okay, I'm starting a boycott right now. Anyone who wants to be with me, go for it. But if everybody stopped buying water in plastic bottles, then it wouldn't be a problem anymore. What about all the homeless people in the world? It sucks being homeless. I've been homeless. It's no walk through the park. Well, actually, it kind of is a walk through the park sometimes. You get it? Like walking through the park and sleeping. Immigration. You know what else is important? Sports. Okay, take baseball, for instance. It doesn't get the credit it deserves. It's more than just the base and the ball. We should call it base, bat, runner, field, ball. There's so many problems with the world, and I think if people were to just come together and all the countries would form this union of their nations, like make this big organization around the world, like that would unite nations, then it'd make global affairs easier to deal with for everybody, I think. And that would be easy to do because of all the technology. I mean, you can just call someone in another country, but that would leave out some places where they didn't have technology, like Africa. Do they have phones in Africa? How would Africa be in this United Nations per se if there's no electricity there? Well, that's another thing. Is there should be energy in all these places. Some people are just left in the dark. If everybody just works together, the world can be a better place. For you and for me.